my gosh, my chair was so loud. I'm so sorry. We just need to get Dax in here. Also, my cat is technically cameoing with me because she demanded to be on my desk. All right.
Sorry for the delay, guys. NyQuil is a hell of a drug. I'll tell you that. I slept in. I just got some breakfast, and then I got 10 notifications on my phone, and it was like, "Yo, where are you at? Are we gonna reschedule?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, but I'm here. Sorry, my voice is gonna sound very different today. But yeah, sorry for the delay. That was my bad."
Yeah, so thanks to everyone for joining us. I know Dax is just figuring out microphone situation. But welcome to the 5th episode of the Britcord Podcast. Just some quick reminders from the server. The short story competition did get extended to the end of the month, so submit for that. You can have a chance to win 3 months of Nitro. So, as well, just yesterday, Member of the Month voting opened up. So, if you want to vote for somebody who you think is cool, so submit a thing for that. All right, and Dax, is the microphone working? I'm gonna take silence as a no.
Silent. Oh, okay.
Okay. We'll just spitball for a bit, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, or if anyone has any, I guess we could do okay, yeah, we could do Fred Ware's first question, which was, what's our honest opinion on the various Britcord cults? I only know the Yoshi one, to be honest, and it was good for when it happened,
I have a strong opinion on them. No weird religious sacrifices are happening, so that I'm aware of. So as long as that's not happening, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Man, that would be a weird turn for us, You sound country. Yeah, grew up in Texas. What do you expect?
You did?
Yes,
Oh, huh. For how long?
15 years.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I was
I
born.
love that. Wait, sorry. Artem said, "Are you Canadian or United Staters?" And I was like, a United Stater. I kind of I hate it, but I love it at the same time.
United Stater. Gonna go call all my friends that.
Yeah.
But yes, I was born in Canada. Moved to the United States when I was 4. Well, my parents moved me. I did not crawl to the United States on my own. Uh, and then I moved myself back. So, and I never got American citizenship. So,
Oh.
because why on earth would I do that? Okay.
Texish? Oh my god.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Oh, yes.
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 Okay, finally.
All right. Yeah. So I guess we'll introduce you, and you can tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. So how long have you been a Britney fan?
That's actually pretty funny because my story started back to 2008. And the funny thing, my older sister, introduced me to Britney. I still remember when I was like a kid, sitting on the playground, and then my sister came up to me, and she was playing actually Lucky on her phone, and I was like, "Oh my God, who's that girl? She's like really awesome." And yeah, that's how I fell in love with her for the first time.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
No,
cute.
and my sister kind of forgot about Britney until 2016, I guess, when I was playing "Make Me," and she said, "Wow, that's her. Well, right now that's her favorite song." Because when I'm cleaning up my house, I usually take my JBL speaker on, and my mom usually screams at me to shut it down because I play music so loud. And my sister came to the house and she heard this song on the speaker, and she was like, "Who is that?" And I said, "That's Britney." And she was like, "Yo, she still makes music?" And I was like, Yes, she does." So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
she was pretty in shock. But yeah, I wish she could release new music. I kind of miss her.
Yeah, there was a I was reading a post yesterday that was talking about you know, what
Yeah,
Britney fans miss about her in the music industry. And obviously she could do whatever she wants, now that she's free.
yeah.
So,
I mean, people
that's
should.
fine by me. But yeah, it was very interesting to kind of look back and talk about, like the
Yeah,
just making
the
these
big
great pop
difference.
songs. Hmm.
I mean, she was always great. When I was a kid, I was looking up to her quite a lot because she is a very inspiring person in many ways, and I never, I never find out to her to be, because media always made her like, oh, she can't dance, she needs medicals, she's crazy. But when I actually was watching her, I never noticed that she really wasn't. She's just perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously we're all big fans here, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like what people are trying to evil Britney. That's not right, and it shouldn't be that way. People should be more respectful
yeah,
for
definitely.
people with those experience.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
I
there was
saw
a
one YouTube shorts today that like popped up in my feed, and it was just like I like the sense of like entitlement into her private life. Like at the end of it, it was weird because they were like, why aren't there any paparazzi photos of her anywhere? And I was like, what? Like you want that to happen? It's bizarre.
Yeah, there was a good article that CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Company, put out recently, talking about like there was this whole reckoning about, oh, we treated Britney and these other women so horribly in the early 2000s. And it also reflected on how the author, um, who had is neurodivergent, is treated. And it was just like yeah, like
Yeah, that
everyone has just
yeah,
turned around and started doing it again, to
Yeah.
Britney and other.
that actually makes me very angry because they got so long, actually quite a lot of time to get rid of it, but they didn't learn anything, and they still does the same stuff like they did in 2007.
Mhm.
Yeah, I oh Jesus, okay, a year ago. That's crazy. Uh in one of the a journalism class I took in my first year of college is pretty much this entire like second semester of my freshman year. I focused all my papers around like conservatorships, particularly in California, and then obviously in my more like media focused classes, I focused on like the Free Britney movement. Uh, and I I know in this journalism class, I kind of a huge part of it was just kind of talking about that whole, 2000s media heyday of, ultimately a very like misogynistic lens on all of these young female celebrities, pop artists, etc., and how horrible we treated them. And then now, like, to see this flip in the past couple of years of almost this like weird apology, not apology, and this whole spin of it. And at the time, it felt really nice to kind of like be like validated and, like this community's thing of like, yeah, you guys were being horrible. Like you should be turning your views around. And I guess they really weren't apologizing, but they were just kind of jumping on like, oh, look how horrible they treated her, even though it was, like, you guys who were treating her badly. But now to see it's almost a little bit facetious in a way to just see now, like, it's kind of just stirring back up again, and this whole thing of just, like, using, like, the popular narrative to get yourself more views, which not to say that the things like the New York Times documentary didn't do anything, because they obviously did, and not to say that the New York Times is, like, suddenly becoming TMZ or anything, but it's it's interesting to see how far the media will fluctuate in regards to how we uh what's the word, cover these things.
Definitely. And especially, I know you brought up the New York Times, but, even, like there was, I don't know, probably at least like 5 other documentaries,
Yeah.
all like
Yeah.
very quality. And it's like, do you actually think you're helping, you know? Or are you just like using her name to get attention? And I don't
Yeah.
want to say everyone who made a documentary is like, you know, um, just kind of using her name, but I think some of them definitely were. Like I actually have, a lot of respect for the New York Times documentary. I think they did a really great job, and um, the director did a great job of. Um, she was talking on Reddit about it, and someone did ask her, like, the New York Times itself was complicit in how Britney was treated at the time. What are your thoughts on that? And she gave a really good answer, talking about, like we have new journalists, like her,
Yeah.
who are reevaluating what things are going on, but there is definitely, like steps need to be taken to make sure that this doesn't happen again, and that, like, um, there does need to be systematic changes as well as an apology.
Yeah. I in a big part of my paper at the time, I guess it was more of like a project, 'cause I didn't have to do like a slideshow and a presentation. But uh I did like my whole paper was structured around those, because it was 4 documentaries, because it was the 2 New York Times, the CNN one, and then the Netflix one.
Mhm.
And to kind of like compare and contrast all of those, just like in terms of quality, who was behind it, their history. Um, it's interesting because like the CNN one, which was hosted by Chloe Malos, she's written a couple of articles in the past that was like completely defending the conservatorship. And there's like rumors about her being affiliated with Jamie Spears and all of that. But that's just like an interesting thing. Like you have someone who quite recently, like in 2019, was like, there's nothing wrong going on. Everyone's a conspiracy theorist. Britney Spears is fine. And then New York Times releases the documentary, The Free Britney Movement gets more traction. And she's like, let me make let me make a half-ass documentary on CNN about the conservatorship. And I don't know, maybe she has good intentions with it. But I mean, there's still that kind of uh sensationalism kind of jumping on what's popular
Right.
kind of thing. That's
kind of
like, do you really
in-
care about this, or are you just using Britney Spears' name? Like the documentary was literally called Toxic. And I was like, really? Like, okay. Cute. But like, is it cute?
a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dex, do you have any thoughts on the documentaries, I guess? And
I actually I don't want to say this loud because this might be too controversial to post it on YouTube because I have really deep thoughts about it, and the only thing that comes to my mind is that people's big ego, and the American show business, because most of people that achieve something in this industry, they mostly get there because they hated on Britney that much back then, and they still do. And people that are usually those sweethearts or cute personalities, like Britney Spears, I don't know who else, Amy Winehouse, paparazzi really get on their back because because this sweetness allows them to do it. And later we hear like, wow, someone suicide, someone overdrugged something and got killed. But artists are not the one to blame. The only one to blame is media and paparazzis, because they do not respect that someone is different. That's my biggest problem.
yeah, I think a part of that too is, media like TMZ wouldn't exist if people, day to day didn't give them, the money, the views.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
it is really like a structural, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, TMZ are a hypersis. I will say that loud. They are hypersis on the maximum level because, when she was breaking free, they were like, oh my God, we are so happy. She's finally free from her 13 years old abusive conservatorship of her father. But 2 months later, they post video of Britney sitting in the restaurant, and they call her acting crazy because she was hiding from being recorded. That is really all right? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's kind of like this weird human, like, screwed up, like, psychology of we like to have like full control over things. So if we have the ability to like kind of be involved in the creation of something, we want to be involved in its destruction. So it's like, and that's like Britney Spears is kind of like the not perfect, but um she's like an example of that. Like we all watched her rise to stardom. We were all there for it, or our parents were, depending on how old you were. And and like everyone loved her. Like she was the girl next door. Like she was cute. And then all of a sudden she just got to this super huge point in stardom, and there was kind of like nowhere to go from there. So it's like, how about we make her life a living hell and we can all be involved in that, and we can all be in on this joke. And I'm saying we is just like the majority view in the media, not like us, we did it. But and then to see the ultimate like demise of her, and then now we see that wave again of us. And like when she got out of her conservatorship, there was still like a huge part of people that were like, when is she going to perform? Like she needs to perform again, she needs to release more songs, like, and that kind of thing. And then now
Yes.
we're seeing TMZ come back, and like that horrible like restaurant thing, and it's just this like this weird thing of just wanting to be responsible for the creation and demise of things because it's the only thing that gives us control. And it also gets into like parasocial relationships and all of that, and like because we want to be part of something. It also goes the other way for like the conspiracy theory section of this fandom, where it's like we want to have
Yeah,
control and we want to know things because it's like, oh, I know something someone else doesn't, and it gives us like a sense of entitlement and all of that. So
you
yeah, it's
actually
interesting.
mentioned something very interesting because media was always covering up that Britney is crazy, but people that hurt her the most are not only her family or her closest friends, but are actually her fans because they wasn't there when she had a breakdown. She was in depression. I know how it is because I was in depression myself. I wanted to kill myself. So I understand what Britney felt during that time. And the people that were supporting her to later turn away from her because she had a hard time. They just put her in this place, and those are conspiracy theories, or those people that called the police to her house because she turned down Instagram, and later said that this video will be viral. And right now, tell me, if those people are really big fans of her, do they really support her anyway? Because it's pretty dangerous. That's why I'm kind of moving back from Britney fandom. I don't say that I'm moving away completely because I love Britney. I will always love Britney. I will always support her. But right nowadays, it's very dangerous to be Britney fan because you can see that on Twitter that new fans are getting mostly attacked by the older ones because they do not know many things as they know. They wasn't there when Britney was released from the conservatorship. They weren't supporting, and they actually bully Britney a lot because of what she released, what she is doing, or they just don't get what they want. And those people still call themselves fans. That's what really crazy is.
Yeah, it's just like parasocial relationships, man. It because I mean I don't know. I want to believe that most of the people who say they're fans of Britney, their actions are coming from uh like well intentioned or well meaning places, but you can have a
Yeah,
lot of well meaning and bad things can come from that, but it's just kind of this question of how close is too close. Like, you know, it's okay to have a level of concern, but at the end of the day, you have to understand that it Britney Spears
yeah,
does not
we are
know
just the
you.
same.
I don't know. It's just it's odd. It's odd, and it's kind of like I don't know how you really stop it. I don't know if there's a solution to it, especially with
Um,
social media, which I'm not
you
calling
know,
for like a ban on social media. It's just that's just kind of what that produces.
Michael Jackson said a long time ago one very deep thought. If you want to change something, you have to look at the mirror and change yourself. And people, if they won't understand this, um, anything won't change because the biggest change starts at yourself, and people need to understand this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I think, people, just the people who have her best intentions at heart. Obviously, there will be, clout chasers and all that, but, like as a fan, being able to, just kind of look at what you're saying, look at what you're doing, and obviously no one's perfect, but being able to, evaluate what your actions are putting out into the world. I do think that's very important.
Yes, exactly.
Would we like to move on to happier topics?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
We
So,
got too
Dax,
serious
what are
right
your,
now.
yeah. So, Dax, what are your favorite Britney songs, albums, tours, anything along that line?
My favorite song is "A Piece of Me" for sure. I just love this song. It's a melody one. Album, of course, "In the Zone." In the Zone Growth hashtag. Um, and tours, I you know um, it's hard one because I love many of her. But if I have to choose the one, I think Onyx Hotel. This one was perfect. I mean, from dancing, from choreography, um, from her performance on stage, that was dope. I mean, my favorite performance is of the Shadow, the song Shadow. I think that was very, very, very cool.
Yeah, everything about that tour is so good. So,
No, this tour never made me feel boring. It
right.
was captivating in every second.
Hmm. And what are your interests and hobbies aside from Brittany? I know you're very into gaming, so
um, maybe not into gaming exactly, because I do many things. I'm that kind of person that can get bored really quick, so I have to do many things. But besides gaming, maybe we can leave gaming on the later, because there's quite a lot to talk about. Um, I collect Hot Wheels cars, and Britney stuff. Of course, I collect it too, but I'm obsessed actually with collecting stuffs. I have like Transformers stuff in my closet, from action figures to movies. I have Hot Wheels cars, quite a lot of them, and some are still unpacked. Like, I could show it, but you know, we just don't have a time for this right now. It will be like 2 hours long of showing it. Um, so yeah, I'm actually really interested into racing cars. Since I was actually with Brittany. I was actually born on a, mechanics, on cars, on racing, on playing racing games. The very first game I ever played was Need for Speed. The very first movie I have ever watched was Fast and Furious. And one of main actors, Paul Walker, inside memory of him, um, he was my biggest inspiration of getting into cars, into loving cars, and into just racing. That was it.
Do you like F1?
Uh, of course I do.
You
Of course
do?
I do.
Yay, let's go. Okay, what's your team?
I can't say it loud
You
because
can't?
no, I can't. I will keep it for myself right now.
Wait, are you like afraid of like the backlash or are you just like
Yes, yes, I am.
wait, okay, if I say mine, will you say
Especially,
yours?
especially if I do not watch it anymore. But I used to.
Oh, okay, so you're not a
I used
current
to.
fan.
And I right now I'm more into drifting and
Mm.
illegal street racings.
Oh, okay. Wait, so
That's
why
why
can't you say your favorite team?
no, I can't. I will
Ah,
I will keep it for myself just for now.
okay. Okay.
Maybe if I will back to it in future, maybe then. But I'm not interested anymore.
Okay.
And yeah, I have to say something about gaming. Yeah, because I really want to go. Because I thought that my YouTube channel will be about Britney Spears. Um, but I actually closed it up because I didn't find myself into it. Because as I said, I love cars, and I want to go into it. So that's why I'm playing a lot of Need for Speed games. And actually, my professional internet career, as I would say it, started in 2015 when I was playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on PS3. And I was pretty bad at it. I was pretty bad until I meet one guy from Finland, and he invited me into his team. He decided to give me a chance because I had quite a nice attitude, and yeah, this is the moment I will never forget, because since then I grew up not only as a driver, but I really achieved a lot, including I was the best player on arms race mode in 2017 in this game. So yeah,
Oh,
and I won worldwide championships.
nice.
Yeah, so I think I will just go into this direction: racing games, cars, and soon I want to get on RC drift. So I won't be bored.
Yeah. I think like the only racing game I really ever played was like it was a franchise and it was called Flat Out. I wouldn't
Oh
say it
yes,
was.
I remember this. I
Wait, you've
remember
played
Fallout.
this?
Yes,
No way.
I don't
I've
know
never
if
found
you
anyone
know.
else who have played this.
I think it was good game in overall, but there was one very familiar game. I don't know if you ever heard of Crash Day,
I don't think so.
but it's very similar to Flat Out, and we still play this game. Like, this game runs from 2006 till this day, and people are still active in this community.
Yeah, no one's active on Flat Out. Like the servers are down.
I mean, Crash Day
Okay,
is
wait, is Flat Out like wait, where are you from, Showbiz?
no
Wait, is it
people
like
know
more
this
of a
game.
thing in Europe? Is that why?
Oh my god, people really know this game. Wow.
Wait, oh my gosh. Cuz my dad like got it on his laptop like when I was probably like 7 or 8. So I'd always want his laptop cuz I'd always want to play it and the soundtrack was fire. And then I got my own laptop and Steam like pretty much always has a good deal on like all of the games. So I play it at least like once a week. And it's so fun. Like you just get to drive really fast cars and wreck them and it's so much fun.
yeah,
Um
that's what exactly Crash Day is about, but this Crash Day is more multiplayer game, because how community is involved into this game. They actually released remaster of it in 2017 as tribute for community for keeping this game alive, because it was made by really smart German studio, and
mm,
they really got shocked that people still play this game, and they evolved it so much. Like, they literally made 3D editor for making tracks, new cars, graphics mode. They literally changed the whole game, and the creators loved it. So they said, "Yo, you love this game so much, so yeah, we will remake this game, and you can play even better version of it."
cool. But yeah, I'm
So yeah,
surprised that
I
not only
appreciate.
one person knows what Flat Out is, but now two people know because wow.
As a racing fan, I have to know most of the games. That's kind of my job.
It was promoted every wow, okay. Man. Okay, well now
Yeah,
I need
so
to
so
know who
so
I need to talk
Crash
about
Day
Flat
is
Out
like
with.
yeah, so Crash Day is like underrated version of Flat Out.
Mm.
Totally.
All right. Well,
Okay,
oh,
let's not make people bored.
okay.
What's the
I was
next
about to,
topic?
yeah, move on. Um, see. What questions? Okay, what questions do you have regarding Brittany? So for all of us to answer, Fredware asks, "What is our favorite Brittany photo shoot?"
The In the
Okay, so
Zone photo shoot, like
Hmm.
for the CD booklet. Oh my gosh, that's just such a vibe.
for me,
I
circus.
oh okay.
For me, circus. I I feel like this was pretty unique photo shoot. I mean, circus. It was really vibey, and Britney looked great in it. I
Yeah,
wish we could get
definitely.
more.
For me, it's more like the photographer I really like. So I guess like the blackout photo shoot, but I really like any photo shoot that Ellen von Unwerth did. I like her photography style a lot. And those
You
kind of
know,
like overexposed shots, like the ones with like Brittany like on the car and it's like pink and she's in like kind of the leather outfit. It kind of looks like, oh, who is that? Oh, I'm about to get roasted. Was that one new album by that one
Oh, Crash
woman?
by Charlie
Yeah.
XCX.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that photo shoot, but like it looks like that, but it came before and it's pink. That's like Ellen von Unwerth, in case anybody didn't know.
yeah.
But I really
Ellen's
like her photo shoots.
yeah, Ellen's like I think one of the best photographers of all time.
Yeah, especially just like how she captures a lot of like powerful women and just women in general, and it's just like
Mhm.
very powerful, beautiful photos. Um,
Mhm.
so it's not like a specific photo shoot, but if I'll say one, I guess like for album wise, Blackout. Um, On to the second question from Brent T. Are you a part of the toxic hate train? What is this about?
I mean,
I
they're
think
talking about toxic part of the fandom, so we can all say loud that we are not the part of it.
yeah, no,
Oh,
Toxic's a
but
good song.
wait, but toxic is capitalized, so I think they're talking about like the actual song. But toxic
Yeah,
is a good song. Are we just on a hate train because it's popular and everyone wants to be like, it's not a good song because it's just to
you
like
know,
be the dissenting opinion?
okay, if you are
yeah,
talking about this, I think I think we shouldn't hate it because this is another great hit for Britney. And if we will look back in time, she haven't got many big hits. So I think people should respect it. But if it is
Yeah,
overplayed,
it's
yeah,
definitely, like,
it
overplayed, I would say, but I also don't listen to the radio all the time anymore, so it's not
yeah,
really
but I
overplayed.
think this song is overplayed from good reason because this song is perfect, and I see why people like it. But it's annoying. I have to mention it. It is annoying, especially since I was chatting with one of my friends, and he said, yeah, when I mentioned that I was a Britney fan, he said, "Oh my God, I love Toxic," and I was like, "Okay, but she has way better songs than Toxic."
Yeah, it just depends on, like, the context. I guess if, like, you're a fan, I mean, it's Toxic can still be your favorite song. I mean, like, I wouldn't listen to Toxic on repeat for an entire day, but I also wouldn't listen to, like, I don't know, what's
Um,
another one of my favorite songs? Like, I Write Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco 24/7. Like, even though I love that song, but, yeah.
um, you know, Ironically, "Toxic" is the most played song on Last FM. I have something about 1,000 plays, from what I remember.
No, I feel like Maybe One More Time is mine, and that I don't know why that is, but I feel like it is. Even though it's
Yeah,
like
and
not even my favorite song at all, it just seems to be my most played.
yeah, as I said before, Britney has a lot more songs that deserves our attention. Hold It Against Me grew up to me by last month. Because I used to hate that song so much, but right now it doesn't seem bad. It's just the underrated.
Yeah, every time this is such a like I listen to this like every day.
What song? You kind of cut out for me.
Hold It Against Me.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the only song I wish I could forget is "I Wanna Go." Um, yeah, I'm connecting with pain with one of Britcord users. But chorus is just no chorus is just misunderstood. I just don't get it how people can jump to it. It's just this I wanna go oh. I just don't like it.
See your top tracks for an artist on Last FM. Do you have to have like a premium subscription or something?
No, I actually don't. Hold on, let me check. I haven't been on Last FM for a while.
Yeah, I'll just be under top tracks all time.
Sorry, I disconnected internet from my computer, so give me a second. But for sure, I think that besides Britney, I got Lady Gaga in my top, Kesha, I think Christina Aguilera, and Michael Jackson. That's my top 5, at least from what I know.
Right on.
How is okay, that's because of Tick Tick Boom. Okay, because I was like, why is Andrew Garfield in my top 5?
When you said Tick Tick Boom, I thought you meant like the Britney Jean
No,
song. And then you said Andrew
no,
Garfield.
no,
I was like, what?
no. Okay, I can't find the top tracks. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever.
Oh my god, I can connect to the internet, so I won't say. I'm so sorry.
Tick Tick Boom, Britney Spears feat Andrew Garfield. That's funny.
Well, that's what we're getting when we get a Britney Jean Britney's version.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be here for it.
Yeah, I remember saying something about Binary's version of Britney Jean, like 13 tracks are Cinderella, and the rest is the Dreaming Mix version.
No, not Cinderella.
But hey, it's a good song.
Yes, Toxic.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not aware of this hate train, but moving on. Artem asks if you could be Britney and choose any songs to be a single, which one would you choose?
See, I'm not sure if this is what you meant, Artem, but I think it'd be really fun if Britney, like, if you meant it like, right now, Britney's gonna pick a song from one of her previous albums, as a
like
single,
the
like
hookup,
right now. Yes, yeah.
It like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I meant more like era at the time, like for each album.
We can actually try from each album because this question is too hard. We just can't pick one song.
How about okay, because that'll like take a really long time. How about we choose like our favorite album? Personally, obviously. And then have like a different 3 singles for that.
Okay.
Okay. Artem says that sounds slay, so Yay me.
No, I wish that Soldier was a single Fab set. I wish that too. Toy Soldier is a great song. I mean, Ellen danced to it, so.
Oh, wait. Were you going first, Dax, or?
You can start because I need to.
Oh.
I need to
Oh,
find.
okay, because I was like, I thought you said In the Zone was your favorite album, and I was like a little confused. Okay, oh shoot. Now I wish I didn't say that idea because now I'm being put on the spot first time. Binary, do you have any initial thoughts?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a different album than In the
Okay.
Zone, which is my
Okay.
favorite, because I know Dax is gonna say it, and then I think that would be
Yes,
yours.
I probably do. It depends what songs will you pick.
So I think with Blackout,
Oh, darn it.
okay, fine, I'll choose a different one. But you have to go first so I can pick a
Okay,
different
okay. I'll go first. I think three completely different singles would be. Oh, this always fluctuates every time. Now I really wish I didn't do this. Okay. Let's do Toy Soldier. That is definitely like a very valid choice.
Would you
Toy
make that
Soldier.
the lead?
Oh, wait,
you-
whoa, we're getting into the technicalities of this all?
Oh,
This is
I was
oh
gonna
god. Oh, I could also choose unreleased? Oh, Artem, you should not have said that.
No, I saw him post that in the chat. I was like, I'm just gonna ignore that.
I know I
Make-
should because that's gonna make
Yo,
us so
our
much.
release doesn't count. Please, Artem, don't do it.
Okay, unreleased, out of my mind. Okay, Toy Soldier, Hot as Ice. Ooh, and I'm like tied between Heaven on Earth and Perfect Lover.
Oh my god, me too.
I can't decide between those two.
Actually, Perfect Lover has great beat. I mean, I
Yeah.
really impressed about this one.
I think it would also work better just because it's
Yeah, I mean, I like this
shorter
to
too.
do at the ending. That's great. It's captivating,
Yeah, so I'll do that. Toy Soldier, Hot as Ice, Perfect Lover, in no particular order.
Oh no, McLaren. No, Art. My car just killed.
McLaren? Wait, in the context of what?
I don't know, just Artem posted.
Oh, okay, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, there's not even a race this weekend. Even though I'm not a McLaren stan, I don't know why I freaked out about that, but I'm a Red Bull. I'm a Red Bull girl all the way.
Oh, I have a Red Bull here with me. Cool.
Oh.
Actually, I should have mentioned this when we were on the car talk, but a fun fact about me is that my dad's a huge was a huge Formula One fan, and he was like, before I was born, he was like telling my mom like, okay, regardless of if the child is a boy or a girl, we should name them Nikki after Nikki Lotta.
Oh.
And my mom was like, no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Okay, and then as far as the 3 singles I would pick from Glory that were not already singles, Change Your Mind, obviously. I think Liar would do really well as a single.
I mean, Liar is a strong song without being single. I don't know if you have seen this fan-made mashup of Liar when she was like killing Justin Timberlake in it.
Yes, I love
That
that
was
video.
great.
That's hilarious. But Liar is such like a blast it in your car, like screaming at the top of your lungs kind of song in the middle of the night for me. Even though I have like no experience to back that up, it just feels like one of those songs. Liar is the best country EDM. Oh, don't
Country
say that.
EDM.
Don't say that.
I don't see it as. I think Liar is RGB song, not even EDM.
Mm.
And then I know this was like a promotional single, but I think "Do You Want to Come Over" as a full single, maybe as the lead. I think that would.
I mean, this song would work out with Christina Aguilera if they would do feature.
That would have been cool, yeah. Not ew, do you want to come over? Okay, and Dax.
My man hates. Do you wanna come over? Oh no, I won't forgive you that. Okay, so if I have to choose three singles, I will pick one promotional because I think one song needs to be uh, appreciated after this whole time. So yeah, I will pick "Breathe on Me." I think people know why because it's her best now single, and I think actually production of this song is great. It sounds like something that Madonna would do, and it's just unique. You can even see reaction of people on when she performed this song on Billboard Music Awards performance. So yeah, that would be my first pick. The second one will be "Touch of My Hand." Uh, Maybe because it's controversial and would pick some attention to this one. So maybe because of that. And the third one is "I Got That Boom Boom." This song slaps, and I don't care what anyone will say. And the feature is amazing. I mean, I love Ying Yang Twins. They are very nice hip hop duo, and I just love them when I heard their song "Get Low." This was just, I mean, this was one of the best songs I have ever heard, and seeing this collaboration with Britney makes me just, yo, that's it. And the promotional single um, that needs to be finally appreciated is "Brave New Girl." This is the next unique song that deserves more attention. And actually, this was like, I take it as this cute Britney before she went to this more mature performance like she did in Blackout. So, yeah.
All
But
right. Yeah.
brave pick to pick "Brave New Girl." So
I actually really like that song. I don't know why people hate it.
no, I do like it as a song. It's just I don't know. It's like so many people are like, "Oh my gosh, this is like the worst song on In the Zone," and it's like,
I think the worst song, besides "Outrageous," I never understood "Showdown." Sorry, I never understood this one. Even if I
wow.
like the,
Oh, I like Showdown. I actually
don't
don't
like
like Boom Boom. I do not. I don't really love that song.
"Showdown" is just kind of weird to me. But hey, that's just my taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Thoughts on Britney Spears' Instagram?
Yeah, her platform, she can do what she wants with
Yeah.
it.
I don't really. I
Yeah,
don't
as we
really
said
use
before,
Instagram anyways. I have to go out of my way to like look at anything. So, and the stuff I see, it's like I don't like. Good for her.
yeah, I actually see it on Instagram quite a lot, and she has the right to do what she wants with her account. And as I said before, fans are, mostly toxic fans are very upset with just, I mean, people should finally let her be what she wants to be. And that's what only matters. Because if she will feel right mentally, fans will be cool with it as well.
I just I took a look the other day and I was just thinking about it, and it was right after I saw some post or article that was Britney Spears is crazy. You have to see her Instagram post. But then I was looking at her Instagram post, and then I was just realizing I'm
Oh, okay,
we're
okay.
only holding her up to this high standard because she's a celebrity, and let's be honest, her feed is that of pretty much any other 40-year-old mother on
Okay, sorry
Instagram.
to interrupt you, but I have to say this because everyone wants Britney to be including Britney, they want Britney to be like us, like this normal human. Just the only difference that is Britney has is this million followers everywhere, and she's performing on the stage. That's the only difference. But she's still a human. So on my example, if I did rejoin Britcord 11 times, right now 12, does that make me crazy? I don't think so. And if Britney deactivating her account 6 times, no, it doesn't make her crazy because that's her right. And there's not any rules in on Instagram that you can remove your account how many times you want, but there's no mention if you are Britney Spears. No, you can just do it if you want.
It's I feel the outrage, I mean, it's a lot of things that boil into this, but it's just this weird desire for celebrities Instagram pages to be polished and perfect because we aspire to be like them, and so if they're not polished and perfect,
You
it
know,
makes us feel insecure about ourselves or something along those lines. And again, using "we" as a very general, not specific thing.
I think that people really should stop this, hunting on perfection, because perfection always leads to nowhere. Because if you are perfect since the beginning, you can evolve like human being should. Because the meaning of humanity is to watch everyone's evolve, and if you are perfect, you can't do it. Because even when you are die, we will go after this life somewhere, and you always must evolve. That's the purpose.
I also think, Fang mentioned, the aspirational quality of celebrities. But I see, so many people that are like, oh no, we want relatable stars. Like, not to say Billie Eilish and Olivia Rodrigo aren't, very, very, pretty good singers. But, a lot of people praise them for their relatability. And then,
Yeah.
Britney on Instagram is, talking about, a very, trauma and, just kind of being herself.
And
And it's like,
you know
oh no, she can't do that. She's crazy.
Yeah, we want this pretty sense of relatability, and
yeah, I
relatability
mean,
isn't pretty. It's it can get ugly, and it's just I'm gonna look up Olivia Rodrigo. I'm not a fan of her, and I'm not doing this to be I hate Olivia Rodrigo. But if you look
yeah,
at her posts, they're all very, I don't want to say manufactured, but I mean they follow a certain type of aesthetic. It's her posing and perfect makeup and hair and all this stuff, and then her at it's all photographed to look a certain way. And when you look at Britney Spears' Instagram page, it doesn't look like that because if I'm being honest, I don't really think she has this huge team orchestrating her Instagram, because if she did, it would look like Olivia Rodrigo's Instagram page. That's what I was saying, just I think Britney Spears' Instagram looks like that of a regular 40-year-old mom at home, just living it up in her own unique way. That it's just like, and also Olivia Rodrigo is not, she's like the same age as me, so like 20 or something. So obviously her Instagram page is going to look a bit different from Britney Spears's, but oh, excuse me. Still, it's just like this weird desire. And again, I'm not like hating on Olivia Rodrigo. Like, she's like, just because her Instagram feed looks kind of polished and perfect while still like maintaining this kind of, I don't know, sense of like connectedness to her fans, it's still like manufactured. Like this isn't something that you can aspire to or necessarily relate to, because Olivia Rodrigo is a celebrity who is rich and famous. Not saying that she doesn't have problems, but this is also like, again, a manufactured Instagram page. And Britney
Yeah,
Spears
that's
it's just, it doesn't
you
look
know
like that to me. It's not
you know
hate, it's just like
yeah, it's
an
just
objective
opinion.
analysis of it.
I actually think that Britney is one of the the rarest people that you can relate to. I mean, from this celebrity community, because Britney always, since the beginning of their career, she wasn't really this shiny like Lady Gaga does with her outfits. Because Lady Gaga does the show that's supposed to be ineffective. You know what I mean? Um, but Britney tries to be this normal person, even when she's a pop star and she makes those big hits and she's known worldwide. And the crazy thing is that you can still relate to her, and that's what I want to see from the celebrity side, because we see always this perfect living life, big houses, supercars, fame, a lot of money, but we don't see from them how they live for real. We don't see, we don't have a disconnection, like because we all are humans. That yes, and most of us lives in the same state. If I talk about money, if I talk about living, and we should have more people that we can relate to, and we can take them as our guardians or something like that, if you know what I mean. Because this is one of the reasons what I am not a big fan of of Beyonce. I'm so sorry, but Beyonce always tries to be this perfect, and that is just not healthy for anyone, for herself, for her fans, because you can see right now, after she released her album Renaissance, that a lot of people trashed it. So that's why perfection never leads to anything good, and we should have more celebrities that we can relate. That is just my opinion. That is
Yeah,
not hate on Beyonce or something. That just that's my personal opinion.
yeah. Also, Liam, I sorry, apologies for saying like so much. I've been, like I said before, I've been sick and I've had allergies all week, so my computing processes have not been as good. So if me saying like so much is annoying, oh well. Uh
See, I would have just said, look, we're below the age of 30. We're gonna say like a lot.
I'm also from California, so it's like in my blood. So
Oh my god,
um
like totally.
you know what I mentioned your name for. You mentioned my name. This is a call out. This is a live call out. You're banned. I'm joking, you're not. Um oh shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So It's not so much I have an issue with celebrities saga. Uh no rap battle. Oh my gosh. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that.
Okay,
I
but
mean,
if you
this
did
battle. Like,
wait, if you did have to perform a rap verse right now, Fang, just choose anyone on the spot.
if I had to rap battle someone
Yes, right now.
right now, oh, um, now that Manny looks so confident, how about Manny?
I mean,
I can
you can
beat y'all with
choose.
one word.
No, but what verse are you picking?
What verse am I picking? I don't know. That's what I just said. No one wants to hear that. I am not a poet. I am not a lyricist by any means.
See, I was just gonna perform the American Life rap by Madonna, so.
Oh, like I can steal someone's rap?
Oh yeah, you don't have to write it.
Oh. Oh. Mm. Oh, I have to think about that. I'd have to think about that, which I know defeats the purpose of a rap battle, although sometimes some of those things are scripted, but, I'd have to think about that. Maybe next podcast episode, I'll come up with something. Um, but like I was saying before, it's not so much I have an issue with celebrities being this, like, quote unquote perfect. My issue is that we bash on celebrities like Britney Spears who are not in that realm of perfect. I don't mind that celebrities have a perfect face of makeup on and their hair is all done and they have a nice outfit on and all of that. That's fine. Go do that. Cool. I mean, obviously, I watch the Oscars every year. Some of you guys watch Grammys every year. If we didn't like people looking perfect, we wouldn't watch those things because it is this sense of, ooh, look how pretty they look. And it's the sense of elegance. And we kind of, uh, uh what's the
But
word? Put
I
ourselves
actually
onto
didn't.
that. But, um, can I just like
I
finish this one thing?
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think it's so much an issue. I mean, I'm not a fan of Beyonce. It, I won't get into why because I feel like that might start some things. Uh, but I don't have an issue with you know she presents herself. You know I objectively I think she's very talented. She puts herself together very well. I mean, she's beautiful. She dances amazingly. She sings really well, and she has a successful career. Obviously, that's not something that is obtainable to me at this point in my life. That's not why I dislike her. She can put on that image. Celebrities, regardless of if they're a singer or whatever profession they're in, ultimately at the end of the day, they're actors. They're putting on a face, and that is fine because that's what they are getting paid to do. When you go to see a concert, when you go to see a movie, when you put on a YouTube interview, you are paying with your time and or money to see something. If you want to see something real, you watch YouTube vlogs or you watch reality shows. Very light on reality. But that's what you go see. But if you want to go to a concert, if you want to watch a movie, you're seeing something that is manufactured. Again, not saying that it is bad. I'm just saying that's what it is, but we shouldn't bash on celebrities who aren't necessarily doing that anymore. Britney Spears did tons of that. Not saying that she's fake, just saying that what she looks like in her photo shoots is not what she's going to look like day to day. It's a product. And there's bad and good things to that, but it essentially is a product. But we shouldn't bash people who aren't always living up to that quote unquote product. I actually got through that without saying like a bunch of times. So suck it, Liam. I'm joking.
The beef. Oh my gosh.
you actually took the words from my mouth, so I
Oh.
respect that. But I just don't like this because we have to separate that internet is something different from real life. Maybe different. Internet is a fiction. Internet is a fiction place. Same with reality shows. Same with stages, performances, tours. This is because this is, as you said, this is the show. Show must go on, and we
Yeah.
are accept to see perfection of it. But the things that I in mainstream media are not always good, because if something is mainstream media, it doesn't mean that it's good. And the biggest problem is not looking perfect, because you can look whatever you want. You can take your job professional. You can make it perfection. You can do perfect things, but promoting that humans are perfect beings, because we are not perfect, is bit out of place, and people should understand it, because those imperfections make us who we are today. Because if we won't make mistakes, we won't discover the world and discover ourselves.
Okay. Yes. I completely agree.
Yeah,
Oh,
good thoughts
there's
all
another
around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Norman did add a question in the chat that I thought we could add on. So they asked, do you prefer Don't Hang Up, the answer Girls and Boys, or I've Just Begun? All of the bonus tracks from In the Zone. For the record, the correct answer is the answer, so.
I don't know.
I will just take it quick. I will pick I've Just Begun.
I'm gonna do a wild one and say Girls and Boys. Just
Really?
because I have a feeling
No.
tomorrow I'd be like, why did I say that?
Or hold on. Why there's no mention about And Then We Kiss?
Well, it wasn't a
Because,
bonus track on In the Zone.
yeah. So I would pick this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Girls and Boys just to have a dissenting opinion. Just to make it chaotic.
It's getting hectic in here.
In here.
And we just have some general questions to go over real fast. Fredware asked favorite food, and keeping on the food topic, Artem also asked, do y'all like chicken salad? My favorite food is
chicken salad. I'm just kidding.
No, it is. I guess pizza, and then I do not like chicken salad.
I actually don't have favorite food because I take food as a need. It's not something to be, for me, food is just the getting the energy.
Wow.
So I don't have my favorite food.
Wow.
Fair enough.
That is a very interesting take for me. Because like food is
because
a big part of my life.
Because when I will die, because I'm Christian, as most of Polish people are, believe that if we are good people, as spirit, we will go to heaven, and if I will be spirit in a future life, will I need to eat?
Okay. Well, my favorite food, very hard for me. mean, my favorite type of food is Mexican food. But I guess, okay, this is very specific, but something that I could probably eat every day, although it would probably last me 2 days because of the size of it. In my hometown, there's like this little taqueria, like 5 minutes away. They have the best burritos, like the best. I always get it. It's a super burrito con chorizo, and it's got rice, it's got beans, it's got sour cream. It's filled with all the good stuff. Better and cheaper than anything you'll get at Chipotle. Gross. But that's probably my favorite thing to get with horchata. And I like chicken salad depending on who makes it.
Cool. And just to loop back, someone asked what my favorite Britney unreleased song is, and that is Hooked On. So, and I don't really have a preference between Britney and Christina. They kind of just do their stuff. So, I don't really like to compare them. They're different people. And there was like another question. Yeah. Oh, so now Watch Me ask, has Max Martin lost his touch as a producer? So I feel like, he
What do you
I don't
mean
know.
by
Like,
that?
I feel like
He lost
just
his
like
touch.
okay. Well, I feel like he now has the biggest Billboard hit song of all time. So it's like I don't know if I can say that he lost his touch. Like clearly it's still resonating with people.
I mean, he's still relevant. I mean, look at the Blinding Lights, for example.
Yeah, that's the song I was referring to. So
yeah, I don't have an opinion. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know he produced that. I don't really pay attention to a lot of, like, the only reason why I know who Max Martin is because of Britney Spears. Like, other than that, I wouldn't have even paid attention to that, so I don't really have an opinion on that.
okay. And I believe there was one nope. Okay. That question got delayed because the person couldn't make it and they wanted to hear it. So
Oh.
yeah, so I guess we can wrap up here. Thank you to everyone who listened in or is listening on YouTube after the fact. And thank you, Dax, for joining us.
Yes, welcome. That was really great fun. Actually, that's the very first podcast I have ever took part in, so it was really good. It was really good.
Right on.
Yeah.
So sometime next month we'll get another podcast together. Feel free to reach out if you're interested about being on. We do have a list of people who have expressed interest, but always good to know who's still very interested.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Have a good day, evening, any other time of day.
Yeah.
Also, can you look in the chat real fast?
My name is in bold. My name is in bold. Oh, it's on. It's on.
Yes, and I have to make quick announcements if the most active members are here. Yes, I'm coming back on Britcord tomorrow. So don't write yet again that I'm not here. And I will stay for good this time.
Right on. Sounds good. All right. Yeah. Have a good day.
All right. Bye.
Cześć.